As the big coronavirus lockdown loomed over India and aviation restrictions started kicking in a big way, there was a huge flurry of luxury jets ferrying people from abroad back to India. Many of these flights carried just one passenger each. These were rich families who had scrambled to book these luxury jets to bring their children studying in universities abroad, mostly in the United Kingdom and Europe and the United States, back to India. Now, these aircraft are available in the country. There are aggregators like JetSetGo that provide these services, and they saw a soaring amount of demand as many of these families were anxiously trying to bring their children back home. As a result of which, there were over 100 flights between March the 8th and March the 21st before the lockdown came into effect, bringing these students, children in their late teens, back to India. And amazingly, many of these aircraft were carrying just that one passenger, one student, and maybe a couple of friends. There were many occasions in which families actually pooled resources, got together, and booked one flight to bring 2 or 3 of their wards back to the country. Each of these flights, which operated luxury aircraft like Hawker Beechcrafts or Bombardier Challengers or the Dassault Falcon 2000. Many of these are very, very super luxury aircraft. Each of these flights would have cost about 90 lakh rupees each. I'll let that sink in. But of course, there was a huge surge of bookings, a huge surge of inquiries and demand for these luxury jets as many of these super wealthy families became aware that commercial flights were going to become unavailable during the lockdown. But even those pre-booked flights that happened to be taking place during the lockdown had to, of course, be cancelled, as a result of which there have been big losses to many of these aviation providers. Companies like JetSetGo estimate that there may be losses to the tune of about 100 crore just during that lockdown period. Not only were these luxury jets used to ferry children in universities back to India by these big business families, but also elders. Many of these business persons had their parents living or staying or visiting smaller towns, tier 2 cities. So you actually had a huge number of these flights, at least 40 or 50 in a 2-week period, that were circuiting between Mumbai, Delhi and smaller parts of Punjab and elsewhere, bringing elders back home before the crisis got any bigger.